Did that work? Okay, that worked. Alright, internet, let me tell you guys this story real quick. It's a pretty good one. Okay, so the other day I was driving on the freeway, right? And so there's construction, right? There's a lot of construction on the 605 freeway. So everywhere you go, there's just like, it's fucked up. So I'm getting on the freeway, and there's traffic everywhere, you know? And this fucking shithead behind me, it was like he might have been like 40 years old. I don't know what ethnicity he was. He was some kind of brown. I don't know what kind. But anyway, he was behind me, right? And everyone's waiting. You know, it's a patience situation. You can't really get mad. Everyone's waiting. Everyone's tired, you know. It's hot. So this guy behind me, I'm waiting. It's slow. We're going. This guy decides, he's like, fuck it. I don't even need a lane. I'm going to just go into the shoulder where it's not even a lane, and I'm going to pass everyone, right? I'm just going to pass everyone up. So I'm like, man, fuck this guy. You know, this guy needs to wait in line just like everyone else. So I see him kind of creeping up behind me on the right side, right? So I go into the shoulder. So he cannot pass me, right? He's passing everyone else, but he can't pass me, right? So this guy fucking gets pissed off, right? He's like, what is this guy doing blocking me, right? So I blocked him. He couldn't pass me. He gets behind me, right? So we're going, and I know this guy's trying to get, like, next to me, right? So he's trying to do the window-to-window stare down. Are you guys following me so far? So he's behind me. He's trying to get in traffic so he can get next to my car so he can look over at me and give me, like, a middle finger or a fuck you or whatever, right? So a little bit time goes by, and he finally gets the opportunity to pull up next to me, right? Next to me on the freeway. So I see him coming up on the freeway, and I'm thinking to myself, what am I going to do? You know, this guy, obviously he was pissed because I blocked him, right? So what am I going to do? Am I going to flip him off? Am I going to go, fuck you, learn how to drive, shithead, or whatever? So I decide, he pulls up right next to me, right? So I'm just driving straight face. He doesn't know who I am. I don't know who he is. He's just driving right next to me, right? So he pulls up next to me, he rolls his window down, but right before he says anything, I'm just sitting there in my car, right? I look over at him, and I go, right in his face, and he just looked at me like, oh, I shouldn't have fucked with this guy.